Hey, Tony and Corey here, your Par Weekend Warriors.
Today the show is going to be all about doors.
Specifically, ThermaTru exterior fiberglass doors.
Welcome to the Weekend Warriors Home Improvement Show, built by Par Lumber. Your Weekend Warriors, Tony and Corey.
So a while back, Tony and I did a video about the hanging of a fiberglass entry door for our studio. That was one of our most popular videos, and honestly, we've gotten so many questions about ThermaTru doors. We thought we should revisit that because there's a lot of things that go into a fiberglass door that you probably don't even know about.
We actually brought a display of a ThermaTru fiberglass door, and we're going to go over the display and look at all the components and parts and pieces, options, and the really great things about it that you might not be thinking about when you're shopping for a door.
Let's get this table out of the way and bring that really awesome display over here. You know, we really need some wheels on this table. I think maybe next time. Tony, thank you for bringing this display in. It is gorgeous. This thing has anything and everything you'd ever want to know about fiberglass doors. We did a video a while back that went over some of the options you can get when you order a fiberglass ThermaTru door. But to see it in this way, it really brings everything together so you can see the construction of how it's made and why it matters.
This right here, of course, what I'm holding, we would call the door blank. If you removed the jamb from the door, you would just have the door blank. And the door blank would be prepped for hardware, and then it would be hung on the jamb, which is this piece, this frame right here. And then you can have glass in the door, of course. We call those lights. Hardware, handle, could be one lock or three locks. In this case, it's a multi-point lock. And then the sill or the threshold, it can be adjustable or non-adjustable.
You'll notice that this door is beautifully stained. That's an option. It's got its own wood grain. That is an option. And you'll see that this light that's in here has this nice glass in it that you can't see through. There are so many options for glass. Let's talk a little bit about this particular one because this is called flush glazed glass, which is different than a light insert. You've probably seen a light insert, little pocket holes every 4 to 5 inches with screw holes and plugs. And what they do is they take a door blank, they cut it out, and then insert the glass that you choose into that door blank. This is different. This glass is built into the door, so there is zero chance for leaking.
Right, and the plastic frame on a light insert has a tendency to be susceptible to high heat, so if you paint it with a really dark color, it can warp on you. And then of course, having those little screw holes that have hole plugs in them, it's not really very good looking and not as durable. This definitely is more seamless and sleek and will last a lot longer.
It's notable that this particular light has what's called SDLs, simulated divided lights. These little pieces here that you see in this grid pattern, those are applied over the light, and you can choose from many different styles of those.
And this glass notably is obscured. Of course, you can have clear glass, and you can even get brass caming or other types of decorations that are inside the glass. So we didn't mention this door skin, the skin on this door is fiberglass. This looks like a wood door, and it's stained like a wood door, but it's not, it's fiberglass. Unlike wood, fiberglass won't warp. It's not susceptible to swelling over time with water, and it will just last a lot longer and hold its look a lot longer. You don't have to stain it, you can paint it or stain it. Very versatile fiberglass.
You can get them pre-stained or pre-painted also.
Another really great thing to talk about, Corey, is this jamb. The jamb that's on here traditionally would be made out of wood, but a wood jamb, really, especially on a fiberglass door, is the weakest part of the door because wood can take on water, it can mold and mildew, and also it can rot.
That's interesting because I like my jam made with strawberries.
This jam that's on this door is a composite jam. It will not take on water and it will not rot. It will last for a very long time. It's a bit of an upgrade, but it is definitely worth everything that you pay for it.
All right, Tony, you mentioned this multi-point lock, but we should tell our viewers a little more about it, because it really is the ultimate in security.
When you operate the door, close the door into its closed position, then this little indicator here will be pushed in. And when that's the case, you can lift the handle up and it engages a lock at the top and a lock at the bottom. And then of course you have the latch that locks when you close the door, and then the option to also close the deadbolt. So really 4 points of locking, and it's the best that you could possibly hope for in security. Corey, we mentioned that this door looks a lot like a wood door, but it doesn't perform like a wood door. In fact, this fiberglass skin on the door that we mentioned earlier actually is covering up a foam core that offers 4 times the insulating value of a solid wood door.
Well, thank you so much for watching. Hopefully you got a little bit of information that helps you out when you're ready to go replace a door on your home. If you liked the video, make sure you hit the like and subscribe button down below. If you have any questions or comments, you can leave those down there as well. Thanks so much for tuning in. This has been another episode of your PAR Weekend Warriors.
We'll see you next time.
Thank you so much for watching. Please check out our social channels right here.
Our podcast channels here, or tune into the Weekend Warriors radio show every weekend across the Pacific Northwest.
This has been another episode of your PAR Weekend Warriors.
We'll see you next time.